Hey, what's up guys? This is my video on the top 10 most expensive wrestling shoes. This entire list is coming straight from my book, The Wrestling Shoe Handbook for Wrestling Shoe Fanatics. If you find yourself enjoying wrestling shoes similar to how I do, as you can see, I got a bunch. It's a very good resource. It covers everything from the entire history of wrestling shoes, so as far back as I could find up until modern day, as well as different lists such as the most expensive wrestling shoes, the most underrated wrestling shoes, the most comfortable wrestling shoes, the most durable wrestling shoes, and then my overall top 10 list of the best wrestling shoes of all time. Today, we're going to go through my list of the top 10 most expensive. If you are interested in reading my disclaimer, you can go ahead and pause it now and read this. But this just kind of explains my rationale for how I came up with this list, as well as the rest of my list in this book. All right, at number 10 on the list, we got the Olympic Edition Inflix. The Olympic Edition Inflix, most notably known as OEs or Inflict 2s, are mostly found in red, black, or blue colorways. These released in 2008 for the Beijing Olympics, and they only released for a very short period of time. If you're interested in trying to pick up a pair, just be careful because there are a lot of fake pairs circulating the market. So if you're going to buy a pair, make sure you do your homework first. At number 9, we've got Roulons. The Roulons are some of my personal favorite pairs from this list. I've owned and worn plenty of these shoes. They are super comfortable, durable, and very collectible. They release in 4 colorways: black and gold, red and black, blue and silver, and orange and silver. At number 8, we've got Foot Sweeps. The Foot Sweeps released in 1996 for the Atlanta Olympics. They released in only 2 colorways, the red, white, and blue, which were worn by a lot of the Americans in that Olympics, and then the black and blue. At number 7 on the list, we've got Ringers. The Ringers are a real old school Adidas. They actually released in 2 colorways, this yellow colorway and also a red colorway, but the red colorway did not catch on as much as the yellow ones, and I think that's because of all the red freestyles that released just a few years prior. Number 6 on the most expensive wrestling shoe list, University Colette 2K4s. The Colette 2K4s were a super cool model because they actually collabed with different colleges and had some certain college releases. So just a few here are the Michigan, the Purdue, and the Penn State. But additionally, there were other colleges such as Ohio State, UVA, UNC, University of Illinois, Oregon, and even Portland. At number 5, Legit OG Inflix. The Legit OG Inflix first released in 1997 in a black, blue, and red colorway. They are called Legit OG Inflix because there was another release of the OG Inflix that came in the mid-2000s. However, that version had a lace cover and the soles were different. So the Legit OG Inflix are the original first edition Inflix from 1997. At number 4, we've got original bluish and red, white, and blue combats. The bluish and the red, white, and blue combats released in about 1995 when production was shifting from West Germany to China. Around this time, we saw the shift from West German combats, as you can see right here with the red stripe, to the Chinese version combats, which you can see right here with the yellow stripe. All 4 are extremely sought after models. Number 3 on the list, OG Colettes. The OG Colettes are the very first Colettes. They came in black, blue, and then they even had a University of Illinois edition pictured here. All are very sought after, and they started the line of carry Colettes that we saw that continued into the 2K4s, the Colette Speeds, and the Colette Internationals. Number 2 on the list, Equipments. The Equipments released in 1992, and this colorway quickly became one of the most iconic colorways in all of wrestling. I'm making this in 2025, and if you're watching this, you know that the Combat 4s just released a Equipment colorway in 2025. So here we are over 30 years later, and this colorway is still thriving. And number 1 for the most expensive wrestling shoe model, 1988 Ringer Stifle Combats. The 1988 Combats take the spot as the most expensive wrestling shoes in the world. They came in 3 colorways, teal, pink, and blue. The pink themselves have gone for over $4,000. I've collected and traded wrestling shoes my entire life, and I've never owned a pair of the pink 88s. Thanks for checking out my list. If you're interested in that book, it is available on Amazon, the Wrestling Shoe Handbook. And also, if you're interested in talking with me or trading shoes, collecting shoes, anything like that, hit me up on Instagram at DrewWrestler_shoes_. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys in the next video. See ya.